All right, let's get started, shall we? All right, we have the sun here. This can be new beginnings. This is taking ideas from the heavens and bringing them into fruition, bringing them into the manifestation stage. The sun can also be a light has been illuminated on you. So it does. You have a number of vast communication cards in here. So you may be being seen out in the public a little bit more, or your new project may take you to new places, meeting new people. So it does feel like you will be out and about in the world a little bit more. Sorry, there's a little glare on this. But the sun indicates new beginnings, getting out there in the world and letting your light shine for all to see, Libra. What crosses you here is the Knight of Swords. And, you know, knights are about motion and swords are about communication. This can also be a conflict or an angry message. Pardon me. But for the most parts, they are about speaking your truth. Swords are about communication, intellect, the higher things, thinking, collecting information. So it does feel like you're being asked to communicate either to a small group, a big group. It could be with work, or it could be within your interpersonal communications. But it looks like your words are needed to help progress the situation, the project, the gathering. But it looks like no more hiding, Libra, that your words are needed. And this orange is lighting up for me too. So it does look like you took a step into your power recently and released some of the frustrations. And it feels like you're really healing your heart. You may even be healing the front part of your body. You may have had some chest issues, Libra. But it does feel like you are on the mend emotionally, physically, as well as spiritually. So that's a great place to be. Five of Pentacles, you know, and the Pentacles can be a little bit of a challenge. Usually the Five of Pentacles is really about a disappointment, something that you thought would be one way and it has turned out another. You know, everything happens for a reason is my philosophy. And it does feel like even though you hit a dead end, maybe with some projects or an idea or where you want to work or where you want to live, but it looks like the cart was upset for a reason, and it has actually put you, this delay or this disappointment has put you more in line with your karmic desire, and doors will start opening for you, Libra, if they haven't already began. So from disappointment sometimes comes great joy. All right, Judgment is here. So it does look like this is in the past position. It does look like you were either being judged or you were having a little judgment around you. That it does feel more like self-judgment, that you might have been doing a little bit of self-sabotage in the past, or just no initiation for these ideas, or just kind of sitting and stewing. But it does feel like you have moved that out of your space, that you are embracing the movement, the change, and putting yourself out there. It does feel like it was a little scary for you, kind of I'm feeling naked and alone type of thing. But once you were able to walk through that fear, a lot of doors look like they've been opening for you, Libra. So just sitting in that fear wasn't really doing much for you, but it does look like you pushed through that within the last month or two, and you're able to start putting new things out in the world and see more pleasurable things come to your life. Because it does look like you've been doing some hard work, maybe even on the physical realm. I'm feeling that you may have had some illness, broken bone, an injury of some kind from the past that is starting to heal for you right now. So you're able to be a little bit more mobile, be a little bit more active, and be a little bit more present with the things that you like to do, not just focusing on healing your body. So the Three of Wands is here, and it does look like you're prioritizing things in your life right now. It does feel like with this Three of Wands that you're looking out into the distance, and that This can also be the travel card, you know, prioritizing for travel, releasing things that no longer serve you. That looks like it's happening right now, Libra. But it also looks like you are planning a journey of great distance, possibly near water, on water. But it does feel like it is a great distance from where you are. So this may be going to Europe at the end of summer, South America, or if you're from South America, coming from the States. But it does look like a long distance journey. It's not just, you know, a couple hours up to the lake or something like that. So it does look like it's something that you're focusing on and something that you like to create. So the Three of Cups is here, and this is a jubilation. This is a joyful card. This is getting together with people that help you find your smile, kind of taking things down a little bit from the work space to enjoying yourself out in the world with the people that you've been missing. It does feel like there is someone from the past that has reconnected with you, or you have reconnected with them. So you may be having more conversations either on the internet, phone, cell phone, but it does feel like you have reconnected somewhere with someone from your past. So it does feel like it's kind of lighting up all those positive memories for you and kind of getting you ready to enjoy yourself a little bit more in the next coming weeks and months. So what is at the basis of all this is the Hermit, and it does feel like this is something that you have embraced over the last couple of months. So now it's time to come off the mountain of truth and start putting those, all that information you've been gathering for the last couple of months, start putting them into action. And the Hermit, unlike the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is kind of an isolation card where you kind of run away. It's more of an avoidance card than the Hermit. And the Hermit is like going to the mountaintop to listen to your heart, listen to the God of your heart, listen to your intuition without all the clutter and the noise of the daily life. So it does look like you have all the information that you need, Libra. You have all your gifts. Time to walk through that fear again, just like you walked through that judgment space, and come off the mountain and start sharing all that wisdom. It does look like your words are needed out in the world. The culmination card is the Ace of Swords, and the swords, also intellect, communication, can be cutting words as well, but this really feels like you need to come out in the world and start engaging again outside the home, outside of work, and start really communicating with other people. But it does feel like you may even be going into the realm of teaching or mentoring of some kind, but offering advice, offering your wisdom, your great experience is needed. So I do jump forward. Let me get back where we need to be. The Seven of Wands, this can be a little dissident. This can be when you feel a little backed into the corner. What's coming to me is that there is a little bit of tumultuous stuff. It feels like it is either family or work, although it's feeling more interpersonal, so I will say family or friends. But it does feel like you're kind of right in the middle of a disagreement that really isn't yours, and being pulled in two different directions and kind of backed into the corner to make a decision. You know, if this isn't yours, you can just walk away. You do not have to be forced to engage in any of this. It does feel like it's happening all around you, so it is affecting you on the daily. This could be your kids, this could be your parents, siblings, co-workers, but it does feel like it's happening all around you and kind of sweeping you up into it. And this card basically is encouraging you to just take a step back. This is not your fight. So take a step back. You don't even have to have an opinion on it if you do not wish to, Libra. Neutrality is one of your gifts. So that will be a really good place to start. It's just being neutral and let them duke it out, whatever that looks like to them. The King of Pentacles is here, and kings are about integrity. Pentacles can be material things or money. And this king is telling me that that you have to be a little courageous in the situation. It may have to do with this tumultuous stuff that's happening around you, that you maybe have to be the words of wisdom here and the mature one, but it does feel like you're going to have to be courageous and in your power when you stand your grounds, make some new boundaries for these people, and let them fall. If these are people that you've been carrying for a long time and it's time to let them fly out in the world, it feels like it may be an offspring or a sibling, but somebody you've been kind of helping, a little over helpful itis there, Libra, but it does feel like you need to take a step back, and you may have to be a little brave to communicate with love and courage. But it does feel like you will need to communicate to those around you that buck stops here. You guys figure it out. It's time for you to wipe and flush, is what I used to tell my kids. Time to wipe and flush. It's none of my business. You do your thing. So that feels like where you're going to have to find your words. And I think the Ace of Swords here is also validating that communication, being very clear, setting those boundaries, and just letting it go. It doesn't really pertain to you. It is swooping you up, but it really doesn't pertain to you. The strength is on one side here, so it's time to gather your strength. Also, the strength card may stand for a Leo, so you may be dealing with a Leo in this situation. But for the most part, it's encouraging you to speak your truth with love and kindness. There's two strong cards right around the major communication card, and on the other side is the Ace of Pentacles. So and Pentacles again are material things, so you may be having a little disagreement about housing or things or moving, but it does feel like there's some push me pull you stuff going on. And with this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles next to the Ace of Swords, it is feeling like there may have been some nasty communication or just deception about things being the way that they are versus being the way that they should be. This may be somebody might have had a little sticky fingers. But the Pentacles usually means success, prosperity, new ideas, kind of laying the groundwork for new ideas. So it is feeling like this Ace of Pentacles will be able to uncover some of the solution to all this dynamics that is going on. But it does feel like you need to really back out of it. The Hermit kind of validates that. Back out of it. Let them duke it out. Do what's best for you. You're just getting your strength back, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So preserve that, set your boundaries, and I think you'll be okay.